I like to give all praises to Yahawah by Yahawah, Rock Crocodiles, and double honors to the elders from GMS that rule well. Salutation to the elders, the apostles, the brothers that's laboring the truth, doing the work night and day and night diligently. And shout out to you, sincere sisters who is loving Yahawah, Hashem Yahawah, loving yourself, respecting yourself, loving your husband, respecting your husband, loving your children, respecting your children, taking care of the home, staying positive and doing the righteous things in the eyes of the Lord and learning in silence. Yeah, so I want to make a short video real quick, and this video is going to be based on my own personal testimony. And if you guys can relate, leave a comment, like or share this this video. The last few years, I have learned a lot. I've been experiencing a lot. I see a lot of things that was transpiring in my life, and others that I was dealing with. And when I say dealing with, I mean knowing people, meeting new people, understanding people, learning their do's and don'ts, learning their likes and dislikes, and so forth. So I went through a little rough patch. It's been a seesaw, a spiral, up and down, but it was just all a test. And even through the midst of it, I was still staying strong. I still was, being the best person I can be, being the best father I can be, being the best man I can be. Try to be the best husband I can be, but that as far as that wasn't my main strong suit. I gotta work on certain things when it comes to that, but besides that part, I never lost my faith. I never gave up. Sometimes I felt like I wanted to quit. I wanted to give up. I wanted to throw it all in, but I knew that I knew that the Lord was with me the whole time, even through my wickedness, even through the things that I've done, even when I don't deserve His mercy and grace, and I went through a lot of trials and tribulations, and the trials and tribulations just only showing you who you are and what can you endure. And the Lord is very graceful, very merciful, very compassionate, but He's also terrible. He also can destroy and take away, so we're not gonna just say one thing without saying the other, because the Most High, He deal with balance. But I was going through different things with people, in situations, like I explained this in my other videos. My mother had cancer, she had dealt with, and it was a tough time that she was dealing with, with me and my, for me and my family. I didn't know if I was gonna have my mother anymore. I thought I was gonna lose her. And my mother had stage 4 cancer, and by her having stage 4 cancer, I didn't think she was gonna survive, truly. But I knew that the prayers, and the prayers of others had helped. My sister prayed, I prayed. And it was a tough time, man. It was very difficult for my mother. She had to go through it. And she explained to me, when she spoke to me the other day, she said sometimes she didn't know how she was going to deal with it, because it wasn't the chemo and radiation part. It was how she was feeling afterwards. And she had stage 4 cancer. My mother had stage 4 cancer, and she beat it. And I can't show no more gratitude than what I can show to the Lord, because if the Lord was here in my face, I would just bow down mercifully, hug Him, thank Him, for His kindness. And it was very difficult, man, me working all these hours and going to take my mother, going to Harlem, going to East Harlem, seeing my mother from Brooklyn to Harlem, you know, going through that, man. You know, it wasn't easy, you know, and then me having my children and taking care of my kids and doing what I got to do was necessary, and then trying to get promoted on my job, you know, to be the main mechanic. It was a lot of stuff going on, you know. I didn't make the round that I was supposed to get into, not because I did bad, it's that it wasn't my time or my season. But they also remember my skill set, and they didn't forget about me, and I truly appreciate them giving me another opportunity. And I'm just so grateful, very, very grateful, very humble about it, you know. And you know, I'm just very grateful, man. I don't have no complaints. I know there's certain things I could have done better, you know, in those time frame. You know, I could have did a lot of other things, but you know, I'm just showing my appreciation, showing my gratitude, and showing my you know, my love, and pouring out my heart to the Lord. Because whatever you're going through, you know, trust in Him, man. Trust in the Lord, trust in Yahawah. Don't give up. Don't give up, man. Fight the fight, man. Fight the good fight of fight. Fight the good fight of faith, rather. Excuse me, Salakia. And you know, just trying to, you know, always trying to stay in a good spirit. I know it's difficult. I know we go through things. I know we battle things, and sometimes, you know, we make bad decisions, man. I make a lot of bad decisions that I wish I could take back, man. But I can't take back, man. You know, I had to live with those decisions. I had to live with those things, man. Sometimes when you think you that guy, and you're really not. You know, sometimes you gotta take a step back and really evaluate and humble yourself. You know, and you know, I never been a person to ever quit. I never been a person to give up. I never been a person where I'm gonna let someone just take it all away from me because I was doing the best I can. I'm not gonna let no one ever deter my faith. I'm never gonna let no one take what you know, what I work for, or trying to make me feel down. It doesn't penetrate my soul, because I know for the moment at the time that, you know, that's not what it is. Yeah, Salakia. So you know, I got an opportunity. I gotta make the best of it. And you know, I encourage you, brothers and sisters, man, to, you know, just keep praying. Don't quit. Don't quit. Don't give up. Don't give up. You know, even if it doesn't go your way the first or the second time, don't give up. You know, just keep going, keep fighting the fight, man. And I truly believe that, you know, when the Lord is dealing with you, and the Lord see your kindness, He see that you're diligent, He see that you're working, He will make things happen for you. You know, and you know, always trust in the Most High. Always trust in the Most High. Don't never let anyone deter your faith, man. You know, the Most High is very merciful, He's kind, and sometimes people may not like your delivery, how you would say things or speak on things, but you know, sometimes when we dealing with an evil here that's on this earth, we can't worry about the delivery. We got to worry about the one that's hearing it, so it can save their soul. You know, we don't care if someone don't believe. We care about the one that believes, so that they won't be in disbelief. You know what I'm saying? So the ones that don't believe, hopefully that we can convince them to believe in a Mashiach Yahawah, man, which the world call Him Jesus the Christ, right? So, but we know that His name in Hebrew is Yahawah, you know, Mashiach Yahawah. So we know that, right? So we come forth, people like myself that's in the truth. We trying to encourage you, brothers and sisters, to get better, to strengthen your mind, strengthen your senses. Shadaki, yo, I'm tired, yo. I just got off of work. You know what I'm saying? So try to better yourself. Try to stay focused, man. Don't lose your focus. You know, don't chase these women. You young ladies, man, stop being promiscuous. Listen to your mother and your father. Have respect for your mother and your father. Have obedience to your mommy and dad. Love yourself, respect yourself. Most importantly, you know what I'm saying, brothers, young brothers, man. If you stay focused, man, stay focused on the word of the Lord. Sisters, stay focused on the word of the Lord, man, to keep yourself grounded and rooted. You know, because when you have so much idle time, it's just the devil's workshop. You know, and we don't want that, because bad things start to happen and start to affect our people, man, and our neighborhoods, man. When you're bad and doing things and you're into mischief, you get into you get into a world full of trouble. It's so easy to get in trouble, but it's so hard to get out of. And I know we all heard this plenty of times from our mothers, our fathers, our grandfathers, our grandmothers, whoever raised you and took care of you. You know. Excuse me. So I encourage you guys, you know, to encourage each other, encourage yourself. And if you're lacking courage, you know, pray on it, man. Ask us to pray for you. You know, we'll try to make something happen. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, cause we living in a time where it's at the end, man. So whatever you got going on, try to make the best of it. You know, try to be, you know, positive in all your doings, because it's going to happen where they're going to push this micro C-hip, and they're going to push these things, man, and people are going to allude to these things, and they're going to take it, and they're going to sacrifice their own self-well-being for a little bit of merch, a little bit of money, a little bit of this and that. So excuse me, Salakia. So I tell you guys, man, you know, whatever you're going through, don't give up. Look at me. I was at my job. They let me go due to, you know, what happened the last 4 or 5 years ago. They brought me back, made the best of it, had an opportunity to become the main mechanic. I did well, but I could have did better. They chose who they chose, so I didn't make that round. So I'm back at it again. You know, like I said, I hope I do well. You know, and it's here, so it's my time to shine. It's my time to grow. You know what I'm saying? It's my time to grow. You know what I mean? So, and I hope you guys can understand that, man. Whatever the Lord got for you, no man can take. So if the Lord be with you, who can be against you? You know what I'm saying? You could do all things, and you could do all things in a Mashak Yahawah, man. And anything is possible. There's nothing not possible. The people that would doubt believe that that's not possible, man. So I encourage you, brothers and sisters, man, to fight the fight, man. Fight the good fight, man. Don't give up. Stay strong and diligent. Believe in yourself. Stay strong, man. Stay strong, because there's people out here depend on you. There's people out here don't want to see you do it, but you believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Once you accomplish your goals and your aspirations, you can do anything that you put your mind to, and especially if it's in a positive state of mind. Don't never let no one that's in negativity deter you from what you got to do what's good in the eyes of the Lord. So with that being said, I hope this video was edifying, man. I hope you guys get a quick message, man. You know, and I'm a proven example of that. And you know, I'll give you guys more of the details of what's going on about me taking more flight to my career, you know what I mean, or you know, for whatever time we have left, you know, because this time I don't put all my heart emphasis into this world. I put all my heart emphasis in the Lord, man, because that's where my foundation lies, and that's where my foundation is gonna die when I leave off this earth, man. You know, so while I'm here on this earth, my foundation is strong and alive and as well, you know. So I hope you excuse me, guys. I hope you guys was edified with this video. And the reason why, before I cut it off, the reason why I didn't tell you why what happened, I received a phone call from a lady. She gave me the good news. She gave me my appointment date to start to do the exam. And I'm just very grateful, man. I'm very grateful because they was giving me a little hard time in the beginning. But then they, they remember that I went down there the last time. I went down there in 2025 in May. It was May 2nd. That was the day that I was supposed to take my mother to her cancer treatment. And you know what she told me? She told me, she said, son, don't worry about me. You go ahead and do what you got to do. I'll be all right. And it hurt me because, you know, I only had one mother, and I needed to know what was going to happen, whether she was going to live or survive. And her day was the day to get the answer. And when I went down there, I did well. I did okay. I did well, but it could have been better. But my mother was on my mind. These people don't know these people don't know what I was going through. They don't know how my mother was dealing with cancer. They didn't know I had a brand new baby. You know, that was my 5th child. They didn't know these things, and it's not their place to understand my pain and my feelings. Their job is to make sure that I can do the job, that they can trust me to pay me X amount of dollars to take care and to help others that's in need. They don't care about other things. Not saying they trying to be mean, but it's not their worries. They don't have to know my worries. And I just knew that the Lord will help me, deliver me, man. And I was going through it, man. You know, a lot of people don't know what the fuck I was going through. And I held it down as a man. I went through a lot, man. When I was going from the agency, I was out for 15 months, 15 months, and hustling, working, day and night, night and day, driving all day, all night, just to recoup and just to get some money that I lost. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it put me back almost 2 years, you know, and I'm still paying for it to a degree, but I hope that if I get into this, it's going to cover all that stuff that I have, man. It's going to help me, you know, and I can help others, man. I can be an encouragement to brothers and sisters, young brothers and sisters, you know. Like I said, man, while I'm doing the work, trying to keep my head above water, man. You know, and the lady called me out the blue, and she's like, "Oh, listen, we have this going on for you. You know, make sure you're here at this time." I said, "Okay, no problem." And I was shocked. I was like, "Damn, I didn't think that I was gonna get a call." You know, I thought I had to wait. You know, so like I said, I'm gonna just go do my thing. And like I said, it's nothing I can't do without the Lord. The Lord is my refuge. He's my confidant. He will guide me, and he will protect me, and he will give me what my heart desires, because I asked of it. I asked of the Lord. I said, "Lord, I desire this. I need this. Please help me." And the Lord heard my prayer, man, and I got the call. So I just want to let you guys know, man, if you doubt it, you don't believe it, you don't have no prayer, it's going to be very difficult for you to get an answer. So I hope the video was edifying. Shalom.